Well, hello, I'm Coach Gary with Athletic Fuel Tank, and I just wanted to share an old concept with a new twist. So I started this Athletic Fuel Tank. Being better begins by being balanced. You see, I have been a credentialed teacher for 30 years now, and I have been working with youth athletes and students for probably 13 years now. So in doing so, I've decided to expand my education just a little bit further and become a sports nutrition specialist. So I went back to school to do that. So according to research, major D1 colleges, professional athletes, they adhere to a strict regimen of eating. So based on what they say they do, their performance is based in not only their training, but also nutrition. However, this concept is not readily adhered to for youth athletes. You see, when my daughter was young, I knew that I wanted her in sports. I wanted her to be active and have a good opportunity to get around and to have a good time with her friends. But I also knew that act of competitiveness, the idea of making sure that she's her best so she could feel her best to do her best. So let me tell you what we do here at Athletic Fuel Tank. You see, at Athletic Fuel Tank, we are a sports nutrition coaching system that provides instruction for athletes and parents to support a mind and body through positive mindset practices and research-based nutrition training. The body uses three energy systems. We understand the ATP, the ADP, the anaerobic, the aerobic energy systems. That's where we get the fuel tank. The fuel tank, the body's fuel tank. Food is fuel. Fuel is put into the energy tank, and the energy tank then distributes it out to the body for performance to maximize their strength, their ability, their stamina, their mental alertness, their acuity to what they're working on. So these things are quintessential to their energy tanks, make sure that they're level and topped off on a regular basis. Therefore, the nutritional aspect of what we do allows for optimal fueling for the body's performance and recovery. So let me tell you a little bit about how it works. I mean, we would like to come out to you in person. When that's not possible, we'll have those Zoom meetings. We set those up when they're convenient for you. We get together in a group where we can explain balanced nutrition. We can work with recipes and menus. We can work with eating requirements, expectations, food suggestions, ideas for meal planning, meal preps, recovery practices, hydration, electrolytes. You see, in all of these at an effective, efficient, attainable cost for everyone. We provide you with a lot of different ideas, but we also give you tangible, practical tools to use. These practical tools are going to be in the idea of menus. They're also going to be in apps, different types. We'll look at foods you should eat and foods you should avoid. Idea of training, what that looks like, or a standard training week, or even possibly a competitive week. Maybe you might have a competition coming up, and that competition might be one match or one game, or it might be multiple over a weekend period of time. So we have three different, so light, medium, and heavy training regimens for boys, girls, and then of course the body types to really qualify who needs what and when and where as far as nutrition, calories, and how to obtain that in a reasonable manner. So like I said before, the reason I did this was because my daughter's performance. You know, as she started performing on teams, I realized I looked at, you know, what should she be eating? I did the research, I went online, I tried to figure out what was best for her. But when I came into a pitfall of all sorts of different programs were trying to hustle you for a few extra bucks, when in fact, they weren't giving you the facts, they were just trying to sell a product. So what I also found out through the research is the body, when it takes in appropriate nutrition and has adequate gut health, then the body then promotes in the brain and in the gut the standard hormones and endorphins that they use for, you know, those senses of accomplishment, the sense of success, and the sense of pushing through to the other side. Chemicals of such as dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin help support the right mindset. You see, as an educator, I did my research.